Tom.
Yeah, I think we played really well in the first half, and I think we dominated. I think we probably should have scored more goals. I think, obviously, we all know in there we probably should have been 2-0 up, but it is what it is. Second half wasn't ideal to have to shuffle the pack the way that we did and to have to find solutions for, more key players coming out the team. But I'm really, really proud of the performance. I'm proud of how we soaked up real pressure, individually stepped up, but it just become a little bit too much in the end. Yeah, both of them. Weir and Weir had to come out with issues that they couldn't continue with. Laura Coombs came out because she just hasn't played football. It's the first game in a long time, so fatigue had set in. So to take those three out in the moment that we didn't. It put us under a bit more pressure because we're putting young players in. But they'll be with the medical team, and we'll see how how serious it is. No, the officials admitted that they got it wrong and that they should have played it on. I think the frustrating thing for me is on the Laura Coombs foul earlier on, about 2 or 3 minutes before, because we were so dangerous in counter-attack and Carolyn was having so much joy, when the whistle was blown on the Laura Coombs foul, I actually asked the fourth official to ask the referee to play advantage, and she said, okay, I'll pass that message on. And then 3 minutes later, that happened. So that's where the frustration for me comes. Yeah, top. I think I came in 10 days, 2 weeks ago, and we stick with Yama because Yama was in the team before I came, but unfortunately Yama gets injured. Kiara showed today that she's got more than enough ability to be the number one in this team. I think she'll be a couple of weeks at minimum, so it's not ideal to put another player on the list, but it is what it is. She won't make the game on Thursday.
Catherine.
Well, she's got the boot on, right? So, I mean, if you've got a boot on you're on crutches, that probably tells you that you're probably not going to make a game this season. His ankle. Just in training. It's unfortunate. It was just almost a movement, but yeah, it's ankle ligaments. Yeah, I think you can see from Wednesday night and then today the threat that Carolyn has. I think the goal was top. I think we had many of those moments. Even in the second half, we still got a few moments that could that become important for us. I think she's showing how exciting that she will be playing for Manchester City. Yeah. I have to be confident, right? The challenge is something that I embrace. So we have to believe that we can win out. I believe that we could win today, and I thought we'd done enough to win the game, but it almost becomes really, really difficult when you start to have to find solutions that are not ideal, right? Trying to, we end up playing Viv a little bit deeper and those type of things. And I think you saw one team that was bringing their key players on and one team that was having to take their key players off. So, but I believe as long as we can continue to work, the staff here, the performance team are doing an incredible job to try and rest and recover and rehab these players. For me, it's about, taking the positives out of today. Even with a young team at the end, we were still competing with a top team. So for me, that gives me belief that we can continue to win. And if we continue to win, we put pressure on those two teams above us.
Thank you. Phil?
No, they still won't be in the playing squad for. At the moment, we're working day to day, and they won't be in the training squad for Tuesday. We'll continue to push them because we're in a space now where everybody is really important. But it'll go right up to the wire for Thursday, and we'll continue to work that way.
Any more questions? Yep.
No, I think for us is we've got to attack the game. I think you can see today and Wednesday, and even in the cup final, you can see that we can create chances against this team, that we can attack them, and that we can score goals against them. So for me, you know, I think a goal for us completely changes the dynamic in the tie. Obviously, a goal for them changes it because it. And I think we've got to believe that we can go and we can attack them. We can create chances with Mary Fowler, with Carolyn, with Viv. You know, we are missing some key players at the moment, but we still have some really exciting and attacking players that you know we can use.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.